Good God, that was depressing. It was almost church music. I hope you're well. This is the live stream for the Elegoo Neptune 4 Max. We are giving away a Neptune 4 Pro and some Polymaker filament. Welcome along to the show. Hope you guys are well. Let's turn your speakers down just a tad because I'm going to play this.
You are watching a master at work.
Here we go. I'm feeling energized now after that. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you've had a great day, great weekend. Here we are yet again, another Sunday of giveaways and fun and frolics. Now, bizarrely enough, I started a print earlier, which is on the Neptune 4 Max right now. And I'll just show you that right now. Here it is. This is the Oreo that I decided to print in a awkward color. And it's still printing, and it should have been finished by now. It should have been, move my head out of the way, it should have been done by now. But yet here we are, still jugging along. Interesting printer so far, and there's a bit of history. I will come onto the comments just in a second, guys. Let's just get through the first elements of this. Now, Elegoo, as you know, they're a bit of a hot topic now with the Orange Storm Gigga. Lots of the big American content creators are doing stuff with their machines. They've only shipped to North America so far, and that's before they've even got the Kickstarter printers out. So it kind of feels like perhaps these guys are almost kind of beta testers in some way, shape or form. And that's certainly how it feels. Now, bizarrely, when this printer came out, there were a ton of problems with it, loads of problems with it. And I think I was in the first batch, and I've had this printer certainly since It must be November last year, and it's been sat on the shelf for ages. And I was like, I think it's going to be bad. And the reason I thought that is because a lot of my co-creator people that are friendly with me said, it's probably not a good one to unbox right now. So I've left it, and I left it and left it and left it. And of course, these things tend to sort of have a way of coming back around. And Elegoo reached back out again, and we're talking about other stuff, Orange Storm Gigga and other bits and pieces that's going to happen in the future, potentially. Fingers crossed on that one. I've got a meeting with Elegoo as well when I'm out in China next week, so we'll see how things go with that. So I said, look, I've got an unboxing to do. I want to give away a printer. I'm doing these streams at the minute, and what I'd like to try and do is give a printer away. So they were like, sure, no problem. Now, if you've seen any of the posts that have come up over the past few days, you would have seen that there is a competition. And if you look up here, just here, if you scan that and put your details in, that will go into the Elegoo competition. Now, it's been a bit of a weird one with those guys, and I'm hoping to hear back about some other stuff. So there's two competitions that's being run tonight. One is the Elegoo, and the other one is Polymaker. And at the moment, we are one person away from giving away 9 spools of filament. So the QR code for that is here. I will post the links up as well shortly, so don't worry about it. We will get back to that. People are already scanning. It tells me what's going on. So that's good. So good things are ahead. Let's have a quick look at the chat, see what's going on. So long story short, actually, just before we get onto that, just to backtrack a little bit. So I unboxed this, and typically I unbox these a few days just before, because if there are any issues, it gives us the time to potentially fix stuff or work out why things aren't working, or potentially cancel the stream. Haven't had to do that yet, but you never know. Anything can happen. So first thing I wanted to do was upgrade the machine, and the links didn't work. So I reached out to Alan, and he had a bunch of downloads. I downloaded some stuff, uploaded some stuff, messed around with it. Anyway, the bottom line is I ended up being able to download some stuff from the website, and Elegoo were pretty proactive in getting me the information that I needed. And it's faultless. I can't tell you how good it is. And it's kind of bizarre, really, because, I always go with that analogy that, if you're first, you get there, you get the content out, everything's good. But then if you get a bad one, then you're just left with that kind of like, that sucked, and it wasn't a good process, it wasn't a good product. Where this time, obviously, all the kinks have been worked out in the software. So as I say, we're quite happy printing. In fact, I printed this. This was literally the first print that I did, which is the God of Wealth, the Chinese God of Wealth. I have printed one of these before. This was done on the K1, just to give you a sort of size arrangement there. It is a 420 by 420 by 480 millimeter bed, so it could go a lot bigger than this, but I underestimated it by a day. I could have probably done twice the size. The weird thing that I'm using at the minute with this is I'm using Orca Slicer. So Orca Slicer there's something not quite right about the settings on this, and the printer seemingly is running a bit slower than potentially I would expect it to. So I've doubled the speed, cranked up a bunch of stuff. We're actually at 99% now, so this is going to finish literally in a couple of minutes, and I've got a new print to go back into. So good things, right? There are some other stuff that's not so good, but there's a lot of positives to this. And bizarrely, the last 4 3D printers that I've been playing around with are all running MKS boards. And that might mean not a lot to anybody, really. But what it does mean is that the way the processors work on these is actually slightly different. And the way that you burn the flash drive and stuff like that is via a eMMC chip. So that plugs into the board. So if you're going to flash that, and I don't know if I've got one here, but basically you'd have to plug that into a third-party device, and then you have to burn the image, the clipper image, to that in order to get things working and stuff. There are some machines that I've been working with over the past couple of weeks that are a real pain. This one was actually pretty easy. You can do it by the USB, or you can flash it. You can do whatever you want. So good stuff at the minute. And we'll go through the specs in a bit. Let's see who is here. There's quite a few messages already. My God. Eric, hope you're well. Hello, hello, hello. Look at all these lovely names. Look, Tyler's here. Tyler's in the house. Hope you're well, man. Yeah, I know you've changed your name. You let me know. Gary's in the house. Well done. Daniel's here. Look at that. Look at all these lovely people. Amazing. Pez Liz. Look at that. She's become a member. That's exciting. Local Maker, Shordell, hello, hello. So just going back to the Polymaker stuff, obviously we are at 89 people, it looks like at the minute. If you're looking and viewing this on Facebook, jump over to YouTube because I might not see the messages. It's a little bit awkward sometimes. But the Elegoo competition is here, and I'll go through what that means in a minute. Squeaky FPV, hope you're well. Oh my God, there's quite a few people here tonight. Look at this, there's lots of new people here. Hello, hello. Hope things are good. Andrew's here. Hello, hello. Nonstick's here. 3DP Factory. Hope you're well. Yeah, so there's some crazy stuff happening. I am this time next week at literally this time. I'll be in China. I'll be at Creality. Creality are hosting me for 2 weeks, and then hey Dale, hey Rover, hey Foster's here. Non-stick, look at that. Hey, church music's been nice. Let me scoot forward. Who else have we got? Steve's in. Hey, hope you're well, dude. Chris Mink, Muse 3D. Oh my word, no trampling. Yeah, that was on the box. I thought that was quite weird. Wexter's here. Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're well. Oh my God, look at this. Look at all the lovely people here. Yeah, so bottom line right now is, and I watched John from Tripod's Garage's video again. I had seen it before, where he tells me, in fact, he's here, where he tells everybody that he's been quite unwell, and it's COVID related, which just amused me again. Second time watching that video. And again, he had some issues with the nozzle basically dragging or ditching itself into the bed, and then a bunch of problems with filament just not cooling properly, and this thing's got big fans on it, like ridiculously big fans. In fact, the whole of the back end of this, and if I can show you a shot that my head's not in, you've got 3 fans in the front here, and then this ruddy great big thing at the back, absolutely huge. There's a bit of lag on that camera, I do apologize. So at the back here, this whole unit here is a fan. Massive fan. 4 fans are inside of that bit, and that's basically there for cooling of big parts. Hey, I think we're done. Look at that. What timing. What absolute timing. So we got 61 people that have already clicked the link, so thank you for doing that, guys. Elegoo have decided to do something slightly differently with the competition. The Polymaker link is back up now. I'll keep whizzing those around so you kind of understand exactly what's going on. They wanted to do something slightly different, so I'm just waiting to hear back some information on how that's going to work. And hopefully when I get that information, I'll tell you exactly what's going on. Let's have a look. He's not here. Louise is here. You know what that means? That means Matt's not allowed to enter the competition, right? It's got to be that. Virtual Prince. God, look at you all. Hey, who's this? Windmill Close, Christmas lights. That's interesting. I'm not sure who that is, but that's interesting. Oh my God, look at all these people. Thanks for commenting. Wick Central, Richard Dewar. Hope you're well. They're releasing the 3v3 Max. No, they're not. They're not doing that. And I feel absolutely okay about talking about this. They are releasing the V3 Plus. Okay. Now, my first question was, why is the K1 Max at 300, 300, 300 a Max, where a 3D printer that's also 300, 300, 300 is now called the Plus? It doesn't make a lot of sense, right? So they were like, how do you know that we're releasing this? And I'm like, well, we announced it in Munich. When we did the Munich show, when we were all out at the Bayern Munich Stadium, we announced it, and it said coming soon, the V3 Plus. And then I sent her the screenshot, and she was like, "Oh, we've already announced it." And I was just like, "Yeah, that's it. Good advice there from Joanna. Thank you so much." K2 Kevin is there. Look at that. Oh God. Do you the nice women with tattoos on her legs? What is her name? Do you the nice women? Do I know the nice women with tattoos on her legs? Oh, you're talking about Hannah. So Hannah doesn't work for Creality. She actually works for a third-party company that actually organises the events, or used to. Don't think she works there anymore. I think there's a really curious thing about the the Chinese, certainly I can talk about the 3D printing market. It seems that April tends to be, that's it, you're out and you get new contacts. And doing this for a few years now that I have been doing it, you tend to find that people just kind of disappear. Hey, Steph, hope you're well. Wow, Holland, okay. AJ, how we doing? What's your Sam? Yeah, sure. What's up, Sam? I get it. No worries. Hey. HVAC A to Z. Hope you are well. Hugs and butts. There's lots of people talking in this. I'm trying to catch up. Here we go. He's just woken up. Oh, bless him. Poor little lad. Could that be Nathan? Could what be Nathan? Oh, my God. There are so many messages here. I don't even know if they're all for me. Hey, Binny. Oh, my God. Do you know? Non-stick. Wait, am I sick? You were sick. There he is. Look, my favourite, Phil. Beautiful Phil. Spruce and Glue. I very, very nearly caught your live stream and I ended up catching the end of it and I didn't even manage to comment in time. That was how crazy things were today. Rogue Gumshield is here. Dude, hope you're well. My word, look at all these lovely people. So this might be enough time. Don't forget the oldest 3D printing guy, me. Timor, 714. Right. This is what I'm going to do so we can all keep an eye on what's going on because there is a little bit of lag, I believe, here. Let's do a couple of things. Let's put on a little bit of lo-fi. Not too much, just a little bit of lo-fi. That's the first thing. That's coming out now. Yeah, I literally last night maybe or today. Days going tonight, so I don't know. So yeah, I don't know what the situation was with that. How do I pop this out so you guys can get the chat in the same box? Don't know. Right, we'll work it out at some point. So things are good. Filament has arrived. Good. I'm glad. I'm really glad. So let's get this off the bed first and foremost. Here it is, and it's a big old bed. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Orange Storm Gigga as well, while I drink some water out of shot, so you don't see that. Some people are having a really, really good time and great success with that. And maybe it's a little bit like this, just like this machine. Some people had success, some people didn't. Look at that, straight off the bed. Look at that, no messing about. Beautiful. So this is an Oreo, or a top of the Oreo. This was an 8-hour print, and I figured it would just be fun just to do a quick test print with it and to see what was going on. Then, friends, the man that everybody loves, Mr. Joel Telling, posted this up. Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful, right? That is lovely. So I was like, I'm going to have to buy that now. I'm going to have to just buy it. So I did, and I went over to Colts, and I downloaded it, and it cost me like £3 or something. And here it is. This is it in the slicer. So eventually, when Elegoo actually moved away from Cura, they have now got a solid profile inside of Orca Slicer. I say solid. Don't know if you can see this, but they've got a few Neptunes in there, and yeah, you can see that's good. Okay, good. Oh, don't crash. Please don't crash. No, we're good. Right, we're back. So they've got a few here. They've got the Pro, which is what we're giving away. We've got the 4, and then we've got the Max as well. And we've also got the Plus down here. So we've gone with the 4 Max, which is what you'd expect. This machine here, I've just given this away to my buddy Nick. I've been printing a load of the go-kart parts on that machine because it was big enough to be able to do that. But the other big machines went away, and I figured that this one would probably be the best of the best. So let's carry on with that. So this is what we've sliced up. As you can see here, this is where things become a little bit kind of confusing. One day, 4 hours and 36 minutes, or 38 minutes, with 76 meters. Okay, so this doesn't make a lot of sense, and for whatever reason, it runs really slow. And I'm sure it's just going to be a speed setting inside of here. The claims of this printer is that it can run 500 millimeters per second. However, The realistic number is actually 250. So, we're going to have to wait and see. So I've now sliced and diced this, and we are pretty much ready to rock and roll with that. So let me just share the clipper screen with you guys as well, so you can get a better idea of what that's all about. If I hit the right button, let's have a look at my tabs. So I'm getting better at this, slowly better at it. Right, let's hit that button, and then we're going to hit this button. Ta-da! Look at that. Right, so this is what you basically IP into. So what you do is you put your IP address in at the top there once you've logged onto your local network. This is what you're greeted with. Now, I don't know if this is as standard as things get, because I'm not sure what you had before. So I've got no sort of point of reference of what you were able to access before. And if it's anything like Reality, where they lock everything down and then eventually open it up, I don't know if they open sourced it to start with, or if this is their kind of bugged out, cut down version of Clipper. But you've got your bed leveling, you've got a bunch of information that's sort of in here, you've got meshes and all sorts of other bits and bobs. So this is the important stuff, that if you want to modify anything, then this is really where to do it. So if you want to change the voltage potentially that goes into your, your y-axis or whatever, you can do that all inside of here. Or if you decide to upgrade stuff, or you think you know better than perhaps the manufacturer does, then this is the place certainly to do it. There's a few things I haven't got working just yet. The webcam is one of those things. The reason for that is that it only has a USB-C in the front of it, and it has a USB-A on the front of it, and I do not know if any of those connect to the board and invariably connect to Clipper. So I don't know about that. So this is the Polygon print. It's a planter print that I just showed you guys. So I'm going to print that. I'm going to hit that button, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the speed up to 200%. I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to allow that to do that as an eventuality. So that is that. Any questions? What have we got here? Lots of people talking. Hey, John. Nothing is left out. Hey there, big boy. Are you at Rocky Mountain, or am I going to see you at Murph? That's regular fluid. Okay. Matt German's here. Hang on a minute. Oh my God, there's so many messages. Hang on a sec. I'm just trying to catch up. Oreo. What's this? Is it the new brain? Might be. I don't know. New brand. New brain? Rebrand. Oh my God. I'm literally, what happens is this is just pop, 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 pop. I'm trying to, Matt German's here, everybody. What a lovely man. That's regular fluid. Is it? That's interesting then. Nothing is left out. Okay, cool. It just seemed that between the Orca slicer, and there's stuff there like, it doesn't give you the weights, it doesn't give you certain things that normally a profile would normally give you. So I think there needs to be a tiny bit of modification to that. I will just, by the way, don't forget, please hit that link, put your information in there for the 3D printer. I'm still in China right now, just to sort of paint the picture. I'm waiting for someone to come back to me with some information. And once that person's come back to me, we can really get into things. Now, the next agenda of this evening is, what are you winning tonight? I really want to go far. Hang on, I really want to go faster on my Neptune 3. Yeah, see. So this is the. Actually, no. Let's do this first. Right. Today's stream is thankfully sponsored by my friends and your friends at PCBWay.com. What a lovely bunch of people they are. And as you know, we're doing a bunch of different things with those guys at the moment. And especially if you have a 3D printer where you perhaps can't do certain things with that printer. Maybe there's some materials that you need for a specific project. PCBWay is definitely where it's at. And if you've got nylon, for example, or if you've got ASA or PEEK, or even aluminium or stainless steel or anything crazy like that, certainly PCBWay.com is the place to be. And all you need to do is super simple. I printed some stuff out very recently in HP12, which is in this dark nylon color here. And all you've got to do is basically drop your STL straight into here and you're done. They hit that, give you a quote. It's expensive for that particular material, but other stuff might not be so expensive. So if you don't want to be Mr. 3D Printer or Mrs. 3D Printer, then you don't need to be. You can just order your stuff straight from them. So thank you very much to PCBWay once again for sponsoring this stream. Now we're already rocking and rolling. This is not messing around. Look at that. So as I say, the print that we're working with today, and obviously we're not going to get it finished in the stream, is the one that Joel posted up earlier, which I think is blinking lovely. And it's a planter. Look at that. How cool is that? That was like £3, £3 English pounds. Beautiful. Now we could print it bigger, of course, if we had the Orange Storm Gigga. Look at that. Now that is a thing of beauty. As I cough. Apologies. Love to be able to... Hey, I would love for you to win. 100%. Jerry's in the house. I hope you're well, dude. It is a reasonable size printer. Now, we have had a few printers over the past few weeks, as you know, and some of them have been big. So the T300, to a degree, the T500 is a big printer. Then we also had the X4 Plus by Artillery. And incidentally, the 500, the 300, the SK1 and the X4 Plus all run MKS boards. So they all have this EMMC processing board on there. I've got a picture of it, actually. Show you exactly what I mean. So there's a little processing part that plugs in. And it's a thing. It's a genius little contraption, actually. Here it is. This is the board. So right in the, hang on a minute, where is it? Sort of middle right, there's a little board there that has a little number on it, a white sticker on it. That's it. So all you need to do with that is you basically undo the screws, take it out, and you have a little USB connector, and you just plug that into that, and then you can burn your image via balancer or whatever else. So there you go. Let's have a look and see what's going on over here. Not much at the minute. We're slowly getting there. It's I've got this real problem with this particular camera. It always freezes. Don't know why. Let's go back to 2. There it is. So the specs is 420 by 420 by 480 millimeters on the bed. The boasted maximum speed here is 500 millimeters per second, but that's the reality of things. It's really not quite that much. It's half that, 250 millimeters. Apparently it's 121 leveling points, but mine was not 121 leveling points. It just wasn't. It was a lot less than that. I don't know why. Maybe they changed things. But 121 it certainly was not. We've got 300 on the hot end. We've got Wi-Fi connections. We've got LAN, and then we've got USB for file transfer as well. So far, the only thing I've really done on this is basically doing stuff via Clipper, which is good. We've got a big PEI bed, which is brilliant. The big blowers. Now, when I put them on, I was like, I'm going to hate this. I think I'm going to hate it straight away. And actually, they're not so bad. They're not terrible. They're not terrible. But this is all about trying to print something at speed and then cooling the layer down before the next layer is put on. Now, depending on what you're printing, of course, you might not need them on at all because you might be printing something so vast that who knows. What else have we got? We've got the big blowers. We've got the ceramic heater, which is on the hot end, and inductive probe and sensorless homing. So that's kind of like Clipper-esque kind of features. Now, the Neptune 3 Max versus the Neptune 4 Max, really the main difference there is going to be Clipper and certain amounts of speed. But we are running POM wheels with this. So this is the normal kind of like little flexible rubber wheels that go backwards and forwards. And that's on all axis. Just had to check that. It's on all axis. Whereas most people now, or certainly most companies, seem to be doing linear rails or a rail difference. So we've got, Anycubic is a good example of that. They're running a more of a CNC type rail, and the rest of them tend to be doing kind of linear rails now. So it's almost like they're a little bit behind, but for the price, and I've got to check what the price is right this moment because I know they're doing an Easter. Let's have a look. A Neptune 4 Max. They're doing an Easter promotion for the next week. It's $430. It's a big bed, $430. And it looks like they fixed everything now. I think it's good. I think it's a good thing. Let me just click the chat again. Sorry, guys. Hang on a minute. Right, let me go back up. Here we go. I put my money on Matt winning. Would you use that to burn a new version of Clipper? Yeah, you would. So anything that you do, make sure you get a backup of what you've currently got. It's running a 0.4 nozzle, but you could go bigger. I thought Sam was going to visit Creality in China. I am. I'm leaving on Saturday. I'll be there at Sunday at 5:30. It's a 13-hour flight. So all kind of craziness is going to ensue from that. Making a mess building Mark IV. Prussia, hello. How was your meeting? How was my meeting? My meeting was, I know what you're talking about. The meeting was, it was something. Let's put it that way. Yay, you got your filament from Sobel yesterday. That is good to know. The T500 is massive. It wouldn't have fit. Okay. Yeah, because you've got, so basically the way that the bed slingers work, even though you've got your size, right? There's always going to be a bit more at the front and a bit more at the back. And you're talking about 20 centimeters because the bed's physically got to move forward and backwards by that amount. So you're always going to lose that. How am I getting on with the T500? That's a really good question. So first print, totally fine. Second print, totally fine. Then I move the printer because I can't have it in this room, right? The idea of this room is that I do the broadcasting, I do the unboxing, I do certain amounts of recording. Then it goes to my warehouse, and in the side of that warehouse, there's a room kind of dedicated to 3D printers, and we finish off all the stuff. And any of my big projects end up going there. So then we had a catastrophic fail, and a support basically just got blown off, and like all chaos ensued. Reprinted it, and the prints that I'm doing on that thing are like 3-day prints. They're not small prints. They are like, full 500, bits. So, long story short with that, it looks okay, but there looks like there's maybe some stringing and some other stuff, and it's not a perfect print. So, people trying to run these things fast, the faster you go, the faster the fail, that kind of thing. So how am I getting on with it? Time will tell. We'll see what happens. Hang on a minute. He said in the last stream before the jet plane. Okay. Yeah. That's in euros though, right? Good to see you. Cheat codes. Did you show everyone your t-shirt with your idol on it? No, I didn't actually. I don't know where that is. I think I've already packed it. I packed a bunch of stuff yesterday, so that was kind of crazy. I missed the last stream. You know what? It's kind of annoying because I know YouTube aren't telling people when I go live, so lots of people are kind of like, "What's going on?" Oh my god, there's nearly 130 people watching. That means we're going to give away 13 spools of filament if we manage to hit that. Yeah, it's weird, right? It's weird. We'll see how things work out with that. So back to what we've got here, and hopefully I'm not looking behind myself, but this is what we're printing at the minute. This is the vases or the vases, which Joel Telling posted up earlier, and I've got to be honest, that looks awesome. And I've got a very similar filament on there at the minute. The one that I've just printed this kind of Oreo in, that's what we're using today. I really wish this had been a red top. That sucks. The other thing, again, like I printed on that already, is the God of Wealth, which is pretty cool. That was just over 25 hours, something like that. He's pretty cool. I like that. So yes, I mean, if you're in the market for a big printer, it sounds like they've got it sorted out, but there are some issues still. The issues like, for instance, the slow heating on the bed. Now, a lot of the printers that are coming out of China now have got 110 or 240 volt to the bed, and we've seen that, of course, with the Bamboo Lab A1, which obviously caused some issues. But there are more and more printers now, and one of the ones I brought out the other day, it wasn't the 500, but it might have been the 500. Matt will tell me. I think that's a 240 or a 110. Good question there. Give me just a second. Let me give you some QR codes here. So for the Elegoo competition, which you can click right now, I'm just going to hit this button and remove myself from that. So this is for the Elegoo competition. There it is. That should be winging its way to you right now. If you can't click the QR code for the Polymaker link, that's fine as well. Let me just grab that. That is here. Let's get rid of that. So this is for the spools of filament that we are going to be giving away. Now, this stream typically goes on for about an hour and a half. So that's good. What's the name of the model? The Oreo model or the other one? Let me just go back a couple of seconds. Okay. Wish it was a real Oreo. Still waiting on the filament from 2 weeks ago. What was that? So here's the thing with the filaments, okay? If it's Soval, that should all be done and dusted now. If it's Polymaker, depending on where you are, it might take them a little bit more time to get back to you, and you'll get an email with a link. If you don't hear anything in the next week, reach out and we'll try and sort that out for you. So yeah, you like them big, okay? I made it, but it was word of mouth. Always getting other notifications. Okay, well, thanks for coming along. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and also when I'm in China, the Creality stuff is going to go down, and I'm telling you now, every live stream is going to be off the hook, all kinds of crazy, and I am hoping it's probably going to happen. We're going to give away stuff every live stream. It's the 10th anniversary. We got to do some good stuff with them. Got to do some stuff. To be honest, right now the 500 is making a great shelf. Yeah, it's one of those ones for those special projects, right? And then you bring it out, and it's like a cow mooing at you. Yes, if the Oreo was ready, it would be a perfect top. It would be, wouldn't it? I think so. Okay, Manuel. Man, I want a 4 Max. The 4 Pro has been excellent. Great. I'm really glad to hear that. What's the name of the model? Yeah, we need to know about that. I need to add an extension to the house so I can use the 500. Okay, right. I got 11 entries into the printer giveaway. Okay, cool. Do as many as you like, dude. That's just fill it up. However you want to play it. I don't care. I just want to give stuff away. You got a notification. That is really interesting. Thank you for letting me know that. Phil, honestly, it's going to go down. I can't even begin to tell you. I've seen the structure of the 2 weeks that I'm there. I'm co-hosting their 10th anniversary. Now, I've already seen what they're building stage-wise, so I think it's going to be... I know people that are dancing. There's somebody playing music. There's a whole thing. It's big. It's going to be very interesting. Still waiting on the K. Yeah, but you got an email back, right? You got an email back on that one. I definitely saw that. And bizarrely enough, they're shipping me... So Creality are also shipping me the red K1. Now, if you saw that stream, this is now that K1, K1C, the pink K1C. Do you remember me telling everyone about it? If you were here, you'd know about it. They didn't get me the K1C in time, so I've spray painted it pink. There's some problems with this machine, though. There's some... We're getting to that on the review. You'll find out a little bit more about that. So it's going to be fun. Thanks, Steve. Appreciate that. I like them big, and I cannot lie. How do you enter? Right. Okay. So once again, the Elegoo competition. You can scan this code with your phone. Now, if you're watching on your phone, that might be a bit of a pain, mightn't it? I get it. So I've also shared some links there as well. Question about the Gigga. If you get it with 4 heads, can you add any AMS to it? So a lot of it's weird, that one, actually, because a lot of people have been saying, well, if you get the 4 heads, that will just print 4 of the same model. Now, that's basically an IDEX model. Okay. I don't agree with that. I believe that you'll be able to move that to wherever you're printing the extruder, and you'll be able to print the color you want. Then it will move on to another extruder, and you can still purge the line. There's no reason in firmware why you couldn't do that. It's all on the same thing. It's exactly the same. It would mean that your bed size would maybe be, it wouldn't be 800. It'd probably be something like 600, because obviously you'd have to have the 4 or 3 heads on one side potentially, or on the other side, depending on which side it would be. So you'd probably have a 600 and not an 800 for that if you had the 4 heads. So there you go. How do we enter? Again, Elegoo competition is here. I'm just waiting for a message back from them on how they're playing this evening. If you want to be into the Polymaker link, though, there it is. That's the one you want. If you scan that, you'll be gold. Absolutely gold. Jim from the Edge of Tech might try and eat that Oreo. I hope he does. I'll force feed it to him if he doesn't. Little monkey. Make sure the bell near the sub button is filled in. If not, click it and add and click. Oh, thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah. We won't talk about that. That was embarrassing. Not that embarrassing. You got an okay, and the video was playing. Good. Got the email, followed up with them. Good. Okay, I'm glad about that. You'll get it, dude. Don't worry about it. The K1M Super Max. The Gigga's going to be, or is it? No, so the Gigga is a multicolor printer, but it works in the same way as an IDEX does. So I've got an Ender IDEX, which I know Phil, you did a review on that, right, Phil? 3DP UK, I'm pretty sure he did a review on that. I didn't do a review on it, but I've still got the printer. And that is an Ender 3 with 2 heads on it. And all it does is it just moves one head out, it does the printing, moves it out of the way, the other one comes out, does a bit of printing, and then moves it back. So if you imagine that as 4, that one would come out, do a bit of printing, that one would come out, do a bit of printing, and you can obviously juggle that across. So there should be no reason why there be any kind of issues with that. Click the link to Sam. There you go. See, here we go. We're following the instructions. We love the K1C. My son, way, wants to turn it blue. I heard a rumor that they might be doing a blue one. Wait and see what happens. Wait and see. Creative streams are normally nuts with, it does get a bit out of hand, doesn't it? James Rook, I wonder if anyone made a 3D printer that works with 2F times 2F wide bed and 2. I've got no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds absolutely fascinating. I hope you have a lovely trip in China. I hope you have a great flight. Normally the flights are horrible. I'm flying direct from Heathrow to Shenzhen, which means that I'll be on a Chinese flight. I'll probably be the only Westerner on that flight, and no one will speak English, so that'll be fun. Don't forget to pin the comment in the link. I don't know if I can do that because I'm running it through something here. They showed it would there would be space for the head spaced out on the X. Connect to the same bed. Really? Okay. All right. Well, we'll wait and see. Let's just wait and see. K1 Ultra and the Delta Produce. Hang on. What are you talking about? It's really interesting you say that about the Creality Delta printer, because I saw the other day, in fact, I let him in. He went on to the FL Sun user group. Just saying. Can we have the Polymaker link? Yes, you can. Let's do that right now, just before I forget. There's some other links I'm going to put up as well. It's not just these things. And, we need to talk a little bit more about the printer. We need to talk a little bit more about lots of things. Here we go. Let me just pin that back up. Here we go. If anyone else wants to repost that, you just can. Just put it in there. Yes, I did a lot of people reaching out about that video, asking where the creator is and wanted to purchase. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So this was the Ender 3 IDEX, and I came across a website, and they basically had a big Tree Tech board. You rip all the gubbins out and you put a second head on it. He sells it as a kit. I can't even remember how much the kit was, but I was fascinated by it. And what I've always really wanted to do is have a print which is like, I don't know, PETG, and then basically outside of that print you could print maybe TPU, so you can have a dual kind of filament around some sort of model. Now of course with the Prusa XL, which is just down here, you can do that with 5 different heads. So I mean that's an absolutely fantastic thing, and I do believe that Prusa are very much onto something with the tool changer, and I think we're probably going to see more of that stuff. That's what I think. There you go. I like the Elegoo Rapid Filament, and it prints amazing. Cool. That's good. That's good. I don't think you can do IDEX on a Core XY. You can, but if you're talking about the Elegoo Orange Storm Gigga, it's not a Core XY. It's a HBot. So I hope your flight is mostly okay. I hope my flight is mostly okay. Yeah, it'd be good. It's not a Core XY, so don't think that is. Definitely not. That's definitely not a Core XY. You wouldn't get the belt paths, or you might be able to, but the belt paths would be horrific. You need to learn some Chinese. I really do. I know nothing. I'm really bad as well. Struggle with English, in fact. The Ender 3 V3 arrived yesterday. The Royal Apprentice. Awesome, dude. I hope you absolutely love that. And I'm actually, weirdly enough, I've got a review that is literally ready. The editors have finished the review, so that should be out in the next couple of days. That's what I saw in the promos and the demo last year. I'm trying to find a video now. Yeah, interesting that. I mean, I've only seen the one so far. I wonder if anyone made a 3D printer. This is the 2-foot. Oh, okay, right, a 2-foot printer. Okay, I get it. Right, let me skip past a few of these. Tripods Garage gifted a membership. Hello, James Rook. You've received the membership. Hallelujah. There we go. The Tridex modified Core XY system. Sam, you have just gone live. Thank God for that. Filament giveaway time. Yeah, you know what, Chris? Let's do that. Whack yourself over to the Polymaker link right now. At the moment, we've got there's 100, so that means I can give 12 spools of filament away. Who makes up those rules? Me. I make up those rules. Let's have a quick look at what's going on this printer at the minute. We are laying down the law with some lovely, lovely coloured filament at this point in time. Tripod booth, the big money. Spend that money, baby. No, Ed, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not a Core XY. You can have whatever you want, Tyler. You can have whatever you want. Let me show you a couple of pictures of that printer. This is the robot we're working on at the minute. Not to sort of push too far away. This is something PCB way. The head there is mostly made from mostly made by them. In fact, they printed a lot of that stuff, and that's printed in some lovely. I've forgotten the name of it now. What do they do it in? Nylon. PA12. It's beautiful. So anyway, Orange Storm Gigga. This is what you got. The bed volume. Now, if you imagine, right now, as you know, this bed is 410. Sorry, no, it's not. It's 420 by 420. So it's literally 10 mil shorter. Okay. So back to that. Here we go. So we got 4 plates. That's 4 lots of heat. Now that is going to heat up your entire room. Okay, that's going to be super, super hot. See those ball screws left and right there? They are insane. So it is a H-bot, okay? 800 by 800 by 1000 build volume, maximum speed of 300 millimeters per second, 4 print heads at 300 degrees nozzle temperature. Now, bear in mind, 300 degrees is standard now. If you're buying a machine, and that even goes for the Creality SE, right? That's a 260. If you're buying a machine now that doesn't do 300 degrees, what are we playing at here? I want to see hotter than that. I want to see it melting stuff, which isn't just plastic. Anyway, 4 print heads, 300 degrees nozzle temperature, 64-bit, 1.5G quad core. Now, again, it's going to be really important, that quad core. The more processing power, you've got to remember how much bigger this thing is, and processing those models is going to be insane. Now, of course, this was a Kickstarter. Can you imagine spending $1,250 on this? It is a bargain, an absolute bargain. And if I thought I was going to be waiting this long to maybe get my hands on it, I probably would have backed it, and I should have backed it. If you feel like Halloween, there you go. Printer for your living room. Why not? This is the one, the 4 color, or the 4 material, the 4 head, depending on what you want to call it. This is what maybe we're talking about with regards to production printing. Yeah, it will do that, but it's the same as the IDEX. It will mirror. And I'm pretty sure that you could move 3 of those over to the right, and the one on the left could do a bit of printing, and vice versa. I've got a few more pictures here. Look at that. Imagine that. Imagine walking into that in the middle of the night and stubbing your toe. And there's the it's a wonderful thing, isn't it? It's I mean, I don't know what to say. There it is. That was at Form Next, I believe, maybe. No, it wasn't. It was somewhere else. I don't know where that was. It was probably in China somewhere. But that's it. That's the single head. And if you're going to print big stuff, it is meaning that potentially you're going to also, print some big fails as well. That's the way it goes. Never mind. Right, let's do a giveaway for Polymaker, and I'll pop that link back up now. Bear with me. You could print a leg. Oh dear, there it is. Don't forget to hit that vibe right now. Ed Sear wants so bad. I could not even come close to find a place to put it. Yeah, it's, and you got to remember the heating as well. I mean, that is the additional printers were still on Kickstarter too. I'm sure. You know what? I'm literally kicking myself now, which is something that Tripod certainly would struggle to do. It's insane. It is insane. Can't get the code to scan on my phone. Drop the link. I've just dropped the link in the chat. Don't you worry about that. The price has gone up. I think it's more than double that now. Yeah, you're going to be wanting to buy 3 kilo spools each and every time. Yeah, it's insane. So talk amongst yourselves just for a minute. We're at 1% at the minute, and let's have a look at that camera view if we can see that. It's slow, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to whack this up to 200% now, and it probably won't make a blind bit of difference. But hey, Jose, how we doing, dude? Hope you're well. Yeah, I wish I'd backed it. I've got to be honest. It seems like, you know, such a no-brainer now. But you're right. You know, where are you going to put it? What if you don't have the space to do that? What if you know, it's not that simple. Things just aren't that simple. I don't even know if it's on their website in regards to what 3D printers they've got. I'm just having a look now. It's not there. But don't forget, click that link now. We're going to do a giveaway in a minute. Again, thank you very much to our friends at PCBWay. Need to make sure I'm mentioning them enough. Also, obviously, the printer that we're working with at the minute, that's PCBWay again. MJF is the name what I was looking for. Don't know why that went out of my head. Right, let's get rid of that. And what we're going to do now is I'm just going to show you 3D Jake. And hit this button. Bosh, look at that. So 3D Jake, if you are thinking about possibly buying one of these, the Neptune 4 Max, 420 by 420 by 480, these are some spare parts. And that PEI sheet, this is going to be a thing, certainly if you're looking at that Gigga, right? I think I'm pretty sure Uncle Jesse posted one. He found one from somewhere on AliExpress, I think it was, but he found an 800 by 800. The reason they did it in 4 parts is that you can break stuff off a little bit easier, but you are going to get a line over it. But you do have a load of spare parts here. Again, that's the motherboard that we talked about earlier. The brass nozzle on this is not a normal brass nozzle. It's slightly longer. It's got this slightly longer throat on it. It means that it's proprietary ultimately for the nozzle, which is a bit of a shame, but that's just the way it is. And of course, now 3D Jake are doing these PEI magic build plates as well, should you wish to have it. So the parts are available. It's not like you're going to get stuck for not having parts, which is jolly nice. Back to the print. Look at that. We're a little bit quicker now, tiny bit quicker. So make sure you get your entries in now, guys. I have a lot of responses. My word. That is insane. Why? Okay, this is interesting. What is happening here? Something has happened. Why has that happened? Oh, okay. So at the minute, I am unfortunately getting names that are... Oh, no, we're good. We are good. I thought for a second there that I was going to have to show you. I was going to have to do it with emails, but there's obviously no way that I could do that because I can't give away people's email addresses. It's against GDPR guidelines. But we have got a lot of names here. There's a lot. There is a lot. My word. Cool. Here's the unfortunate thing. If you have tried to cheat, it's not going to put you in. So Marcus SB with your 9 responses. Derek Matthews with your 7. It's only going to let you do the 1, I'm afraid. Sorry. Awkward. That's quite funny, though. I like that. The good news is, though, friends, we do have 152 people into that draw. So, back to my face just for a second. Print a shed straight away. Print a shed straight away. If you don't print huge things. Yeah, it would be. I mean, you've got four massive plates as well. I can only imagine they will be 110 or 240. That is just an absurd amount of power going through that. Yeah, I get it. Well, you know, the good news is actually it's quite interesting because if you, like me, love a bit of Polymaker filament, who, again, the channel is sponsored by, they are now starting to do sales in bulk. So if you're after like a pallet of filament, Polymaker are now doing special deals on that. So yeah, check them out, polymaker.com. Getting lots of messages all of a sudden. I would have to put it on a table on top of it. I mean, I wouldn't. You wouldn't get it out the door. Yeah, Tronksy does have one, but it's Tronksy, isn't it? I'm really glad to hear that you got a Neptune 4 a month ago and you love it. Is it the Max or is it the Pro or is it the Plus? Because usually what we find with most manufacturers, you normally get the 3, okay, and there might be another obscure one. Form was not limited to one response. Please dedupe entries when you... it does it automatically, unfortunately. There's not much I can do about that, I'm afraid. Pleased to announce that I finally, thanks to Free, bought us. Hey, excellent. We had a conversation about that, didn't we? I'm pretty sure we did. Let's have a look. Stream is down for me. The stream is down? Hey, you can add as many responses as you like to... Not that one. The Elegoo competition. Because I'm not running that. I'm not managing that. They are managing that from afar. All the way in China. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, with big printers means big fails. Giveaway time. I'm trying. We're getting there. We haven't got long left. Stream is not down. Thank God for that. Stream is fine for me. It's interesting because now, so as of, 2 weeks ago, last week, whatever it was, I got, so a little story here. I run a Starlink. So I've got a Starlink here, which is crazy quick, which is brilliant. But when I was running the stream on my old laptop, it would always mess up. I just heard something and I was like, what was that? It would always mess up and it would just crawl and it just wouldn't work properly. So I got sick of that. So I bought a new laptop, but I've also now... We got a slight lift. I've got to show you that. So just down here, if you can see, you can't see where my finger is. There is a very, very, very slight lift there. Right here. I hope it's going to be okay. We might have to tape it down. We'll see what happens. You got my silly name. Good. Yes, we got Starlink, and then I've started to have maybe 1 or 2 issues with that. So now I've got this thing where it's a balancer where I use a thing called Speedify, and Speedify basically means that it runs on 2 broadband networks, and hopefully we'll get slightly better quality. That's the way it goes. Anyway, moving on swiftly, let's get into giving some Polymaker filament away because I absolutely love doing that. 140 watching, 130, yeah, 140. Okay, here we go. So let's do that first then. As I say, I'm super stoked with this. In fact, let me pull the names back down again because there's a few more that have just come in late doors there. Control C. And I didn't see Matt German's name in there yet. We'll have a look for it though. And Control V. Bosh, 155 are in there. You do the maths. Right, okay, let's get rid of this. That one, and share a screen and wheel of names. And then we're going to pop that out so I can see it, you can see it, we can all see it. And that's fun. 1, 2, 3. We got there in the end, friends. Look at that. You posted about it all week, Sam. Printer food is always tasty. Had to refresh the stream. Okay, cool. I love the Easter colours for Polymaker. There's some really good colours from Polymaker. I'm actually running out of colours, and that's a problem. Obviously, being a first partner, that's a problem. I'm a little bit worried about this print. Hang on 2 seconds. Person who asked about the... we'll come back to this. Person asked about the Comgrow 500. This is a droid part. This is the bottom element. This is half of it for that droid over in the background here. So that is the bits that I'm printing on that, which is why I need that. Which is why I need that size. We're going to go and give away some Polymaker filament right now. If there's 140 winners, yeah, dream on. We're not made of money here, son. We're not made of them. Right, let's go and do a cheeky little giveaway right now. We've got 14 to give away. So let's hit the button. Are you ready? Here we go. Don't know if it's ticking along in the background or not. So our first winner of this evening is... Oh, it's tense, isn't it? It's really tense. Dan's 3D print. Look at that. Dan's 3D print. I'll Control C and Control V that. I know it gives me the names at the end, but I like to sort of make sure that I've got that. We're going to keep you in there, dude. Don't forget, the Elegoo competition is being shown right now. So, if you want to crack on. Oh, no, has it failed? No, that hasn't failed. That one's still going really well. That print's all good. Cheat codes enabled. Okay, let's go again. We did have one, I think it was last week, where the same guy won 3 times. It was mad. I can see some good names in here. We've got Sergio in there. Spruce and Glue's in there. Someone called Yes is in there. Steve Gittins is in. So that's who won last time. Hello. No. Oh, I thought that was going to be Matt German then. It's non-stick. Congratulations. Tell you what, I do love giving stuff away. We're going to keep you in. That does say Matt there, doesn't it? It says Matt. Ah! Right, let's shuffle then. Let's shuffle a little bit. Okay, here we go. I think this print's going to be... I hope this print is going to be okay, because, you know, it needs to be good. Who else have we got here? It's making some noise. Oh, go on, Heath. Oh, it's close. Really close. Zwerbal. Congratulations, Zwerbal. The way that this works, guys, is right at the end of the stream, I go through all the names and all the email addresses, and I select all the people, all the good people, and then I send you an email with a link. And that link will go off to Polymaker. You fill in your details, and basically they send you some stuff. You select what you want, they send you some stuff. It's that simple. Okay, number 4 of the evening. Here we go. Oh, Gergo 3D print. Print 3D. Congratulations. Keep you in. We're going to keep you in. Let's shuffle it. Let's do another one. It was so close. Wasn't it so close? So if you want to see more of this kind of content where we're going to give more and more stuff away, make sure you are subscribed. You hit the notification bell. Oh my God. There you go. Look at that. I know you've won before. It's all good. I love it. See? Let's go again. I can't even stop myself right now. Congratulations. I love it. It's so fun. Ooh. 3-legged bunny. Thank you, 3-legged bunny. Let's keep you in. What are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do a few more. My sovols are eating a lot of filament. That's hilarious. Is it going to be Joe? Hey! Congratulations, Joe. You are a Polymaker winner. Look at that. Love it. Absolutely love doing this. Should we do another one? Let's do another one. We'll do another one. We're going to talk a little bit more about this printer. and then we'll finish off. And hopefully, I would have heard back from Elegoo by that time. Elegoo have been brilliant actually with this. They were hello. Oh, it's so close, non-stick. Oh dear. Now then, Canane. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Oh, I don't even know. Oh, come on then. Let's do another one. Congratulations. All these lovely names in here, look. There's a Cindy Paul, Steve Me, Shawdell 3D, but the winner is James R. James R. Who could that be? Right, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do one more. And thank you to Zombie Hedgehog for gifting, I think that was. Thank you. I'm not too sure what that was. Gifting something. Level 1 supporter. Thank you. Who is this going to be? I think that's Matt, right? He's so close. Hey, look at that! S3 Sebastian, congratulations. I see you in a lot of the Creality streams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got 4 more to give away. What I'll do is I will now remove all of these names. And if you want to be part of the magic, you can be part of the magic again. Because we've got 4 more to give away. Certainly if we don't get another 10 people or whatever it might. Actually, we're really close. We're 3 away, actually. So let's move back to that. So once again, guys, let's push the right button. Sponsors again today are PCBWay.com. And as I've said before, they are doing some fabulous work with the 3D printing community at the minute. And let me just show you this. It's not all about PCBs, of course, and I've been to a tour of their factory, and I've got to be honest, it was awesome. All the preconceived notions that I had about visiting China and what it would be like, this completely bamboozled me, completely changed my opinion on everything that I saw. It's just not about PCBs. It's CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, and injection molding. They are supporting the channel ongoing, each stream, pretty much every video as well. They are super awesome people, and literally it's drag and drop. So if you've got a 3D printer where actually you just print, I don't know, maybe you just print PETG and maybe some ABS, maybe some PLA, but if you've got some awesome projects where maybe you need some PEEK, or you need aluminium, or you need resin, or you need ASA, or there's some stuff there that you're just not confident about printing, well, they've got you covered. And as I said, I've just printed some of this PA12 nylon, the MJF stuff, and this stuff is bulletproof. And that's like a laser. They use a laser process basically to kind of melt the plastics. And it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. In fact, the print that I'm making at the minute, which is the robot, which I put up a little while ago, let me just talk a little bit about that very quickly, if I can show you the picture. Oh, where is he? There he is. So the helmet on this, the head is the eyes and the back plates and stuff is all printed in MJF. The bit at the front is actually in Prusament. The bit on the top is Polymaker. The ears at the moment, left and right, are Polymaker. The top bar is Polymaker, and then you've got some Galaxy by Prusa, and the orange, of course, is Prusa, and the bottom parts are Prusa as well. So yeah, we're doing some great work there anyway. Again, we're going to hopefully be doing some work with the Death Racers as well. If you don't know what the Death Racers are, they are some battle robots that are 3D printed that we've been working on. They're going to be at pretty much all of the rep festivals this year, and maybe some of the maker fairs. I know Prusa are talking to me about maybe bringing Death Racers to Prague, so we'll see what happens with that. So there's a lot of really cool things happening. And again, we've got the Tiny Bike project, which is literally just here. This is the Tiny Bike. If you haven't seen the Tiny Bike, let me just see if we've got the beta version of that where I can show you that. Let's have a look. So, of course, it's slightly ridiculous, but it's basically me on a small foldable 3D printed bike. We've come a long way since there, though. That was basically the very, very beginnings of what this could be. And now we're into kind of like the version 2, where now we've got a grip that you can pull, and that will basically put you forward and backwards. I'm taking that to China with me. It's going in my bag. And then it'll be at the Rep festivals this year as well. And then hopefully after Rocky Mountain, the files will then become available and you can print one of these yourself. And if you're going to be going to 3D Printopia, formerly Earth, which is in Maryland, they are hopefully going to be doing a race with me. So if you fancy building one of these, they are awesome. So that's as far as we are up to with that. Let's just have a quick look at the print. The print is still stuck to the bed, which I think is going to be a good thing. Hopefully it's not going to come off. If it does, then it's just going to be all kind of crazy. If you do want to enter the Elegoo competition, and I do strongly suggest that you do, it's that QR code that is up there right now. Hit that button if you wish to. The other thing I want to do is if I show that again and I edit it, I will put that link to, they do a thing with a company called King Sumo. That's what they wanted to do. That's the deal that we did. Full disclosure here, they sent me, and I'll come back to your UK show question just there in a second. They shipped me the printer, the Neptune 4 Max for free, and I've reviewed it. No money has changed hands. For this stream, we talked about money. I decided that I'd rather them give away a printer to you guys than to pay me to do whatever this is that I normally do, or a paid review. So that review is certainly not paid for, and no one buys my opinion. If I think something's trash, I will tell you it's trash, and I will do that the entire time that I'm doing this YouTube lark. So that is my offering to you, and my integrity just can't be bought. So if it's a bad printer, and Zombie will know this because we've got some issues with the K1C at the minute. I'm going through I think we've got some bent rods on the Z-axis, or we've got some vibrations coming from the extruder. There's something not quite right there, but they've sent me the Bayern Munich printer, and if that arrives before Friday, I'll do another stream on the K1C on Friday, and I'll try and give away another printer on Friday as well. So reasons to subscribe. And of course, we give away Polymaker filament as well, because I am the Polymaker first partner, as is Zombie Hedgehog. So make sure you get my words out in time. Make sure you subscribe to him. Check him out on Twitch. And I think you do YouTube as well now, right? Pretty sure you do. He's a cool dude. How do we enter again? Yeah, okay. So the Elegoo competition is right up here. Just hit the button. I've just put it in the link as well. You don't need to re-enter if you've entered once. That is all you need to do. Do you know the PCB way? I know the way to Mandalay. Hey, Viking, hope you're well. Make a Viking's here. Hey, dude, how are you? There we go. Not me do it again. Slightly. Excellent. Thanks so much. I'm missing. Is that a mobility scooter? I wish it was. I'm pretty sure if I got pulled over by the police, I could probably get away with saying it's a mobility scooter, but I figured it was funny. It was a drunken text message to my designer friend, and I said, hey, what about a bike that's foldable that you could ride, but it's really, really small? And he went, you're drunk. And I went, yes, I am, but let's get on with this and make it work. So there you go. No, the giveaways aren't all done yet. We've got to, I'm just literally hopefully waiting for Elegoo to come back to me. And I hope that it's going to be a tonight thing, not a tomorrow thing, but we'll know a little bit more about that. News on the UK shows. Yeah, sure. So Smurf, the Sanjay Mortimer Rip Rap Festival. I mean, hang on a minute. Joel Telling has sent a tweet. Oh, here we go. This is making my nexus. I remember talking to Elegoo at Form Next, and this was always the plan. Nothing is dependent, more reliable duplication. Okay, right. I know where we're at with that now. We'll talk about that later. So Sanjay Mortimer Rep Rap Festival, which was in Oxford this year, is now going to be in Manchester. Sorry, it was in Oxford last year. It's going to be in Manchester this year. And food for thought on that one, because I don't know if... you've already said about it, Louise. There you go. Thanks very much. I don't know if I'm going to go to that one yet. There's a number of reasons for that. Travel, an 8-hour round trip is, with all my gear is a bit of a pain. I'm not going to lie. Can we see the bike again? Yeah, sure. How long have we got? We got, yeah, okay, sure. So let's show the bike real quick. Hang on a moment. Right. So here it is. So the idea is that this all folds up. So you've got the steering wheel here, okay, and that's got a trigger mechanism on here. So you pull that back. But the idea of it and what it's trying to do at the minute is fold up. So the idea is this all folds into itself, and the battery falls out. But basically, the idea is to make this really small, so the wheels and everything come off. And then, if I can balance it round, that will go into a backpack. The wheels come off, and then that basically folds flat. So everything should be. What I want to try and do with this is I want it to travel a mile. If I can get it to travel a mile, it unlocks a bunch of other stuff. And this is just to put it in perspective here. This is a stepping stone between the bike and the go-kart now. So on the side of this, and certainly in the video you might have seen, you'll see there's a couple of struts that were two different colors. And the reason we did that is because there's some strength that we put into the prints. And of course, that goes, maybe it'll do like 10 mile an hour, maybe 15 mile an hour. You can put 12 or 24 volt into these things. So we'll see what happens. But the go-kart, that will do 60 miles an hour and it doesn't have any brakes. So, so the idea is we build a go-kart, which is similar to what we've done with the bike. Bigger wheels, everything is back on the chassis, so where you physically sit, the wheels at the back basically hold all the weight, and then the front is kind of floating and it has batteries and stuff in it. If it can fold, it will. So that's another thing as well that we're looking at. But 60 miles an hour, and we're looking at the potential around things like instead of having brakes, you might have a second motor on there, electric motor. And when that engages, actually that slows you down. So when I say there's no physical brakes, like old school brakes, like a bike or your car or whatever, there'll be none of that. It's all going to be done off this regenerative kind of braking. And then if we can get it so it's on like a dynamo, it goes back into the battery, blah, 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 blah. So that is kind of cool. And that's something else we're working on. Robots and all sorts of craziness. Zombie Hedgehog with the 2 USD. Thank you so much. We've got to go out and do some drinking when I come out and see you next, sir. Pete Jackson is here. Looking forward to seeing you on the streets. Can you imagine? Oh boy. In Germany, I think we need to improve insurance to run it on the street. Yeah, man. Well, you know, I just tend to do whatever I want. It's kind of fun. I've never had any problems with the Elegoo Neptune printers. That's good to know. Are there any dates for the show? I believe it's December. How about TCT 360? Man, you know, if I can go, I will. And if the tiny bike is available, because the idea is I'm going to leave it in the US. And then I've got another one being built here. Mike's just sent me another ESE. So the idea is to have 3 of them. And the idea is to then, you know, start the racing. Hoping to get there 45 miles away. That's cool, man. What filament is that printed from? That is actually all Polymaker PLA. So we wanted it light. We wanted it as cheap as possible. And we wanted it as durable as we can inside of that PLA market. So it's fun, right? Motorized unicycle, yeah. So we had it so it had a small footprint, but I kept like putting my feet on the wheels. So we've extended that now, so you can kind of steer with your feet, and it also gives you because there's bearings inside of it. Of course, it might just swing out the way. So if your feet are on it, it should kind of keep it in check. Get it to pull a kayak. Oh dear. Right, I'm gonna push forward, guys. I wish I could type. What's this, Steve? I don't even know. You would have thought I was... Okay. Ask me what the question is. Right. Just going over to the printer again. It is printing flawlessly. Once again, I can't say how many good things it is. It does seem to be a little slow. And it's not printing at 250 millimeters per second. And I think that's going to be very much down to the slicer. But we did put a bit of this on there today. That's I think a 7 or 8 hour print. And it's come out real nice. I'm going to try and force feed that to Jim from the Edge of Tech when I see him next. And actually, I don't think that's half bad. Don't know what you guys think about that. I think it looks nice. I wouldn't want to eat it. But yeah, it looks good. And the other thing I printed is, well, this. This is kind of low poly. It's weird, right? Because you can kind of see that there are, it's not so much like imperfections, it's more blockiness. On the other one that I've got, which is printed on the K1, that's not as, it's got a little bit more detail to it. Strange. But, there you go. Mistypes every other word. Okay, I get it. Right, so let's give away some more filament, and we've still got those numbers there. So we've got, if you haven't already done it, I'll give you another couple of minutes. Elegoo competition is up here. I'm going to check my messages from them in a minute, find out exactly what's going on with that. Adam is going to, so if you don't know Vector 3D, he's a British YouTuber, really good, intelligent guy, like crazy intelligent. A lot of time and respect to that man. It looks like he's going out to Rocky Mountain, so that's going to be really cool. So that's me, Zach, and Adam probably in the same car. Adam probably won't tolerate any of my mischievousness, so we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Fingers crossed. So once again, thank you very much to Elegoo, and I'm just going to share a screen again. I'm just going to show you a couple of bits and pieces that they are selling at the minute. I was offered this Saturn 3 Ultra. In fact, Elegoo were, I think, one of the first commercial resin companies. I think it was the Mars. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I always remember Elegoo being the, have you got a resin printer? This is the resin printer to buy. So Neptune 4 Max, the Plus, the Pro, the Neptune 4. Again, we've got a plethora of different things here. These ones here, the Max, the Plus, and the Pro are certainly clipper printers. I don't know about the 4. It may or may not be. The 3s, of course, and previous versions of that have been all basically Marlin printers. And as you can see here, $430. You might find it somewhere cheaper. There might be more discounts and stuff available, and I think on the front page there was a discount code there. You can always run Honey and basically get an activated coupon or whatever as well. You can also use my affiliate link, and if I was smart about it, I probably would have put that up. Let's put that up. Here's my affiliate link. If you want to use my affiliate link, you can. That's the affiliate link. You don't have to scan it now if you don't want to. You can always come back and watch it another time. But this is the printer we've got here. And as I say, the latest version of this seems to be really good. So it's up to 500 millimeters per second. It doesn't do that full time. Don't be lulled into the false sense of security that this is going to be an ultimate super fast printer. It's not a Core XY. It is a bed slinger. And as I say, it's just a big one. But yeah, they're pushing the 500 millimeters because that's what everybody does. The volume though, 420, 480, is awesome. Dual gear extruder, 300 on the high temp on the nozzle. It is a ceramic part, and it's quiet as well. The fans when they kick in are a little bit noisier, but it is quiet. And of course you've got these rotary fans in the back. In fact, are they 2 on the back? There are 2 on the back. I thought it had 4. There is only 2 on the back. And yeah, you can print. I saw some of these prints and I was like, yeah, they're okay, but that's the sizes of the other ones anyway. And again, 225, 225, 265. Again, it's still slightly bigger than the Ender 3. 320, 320, 385, 420, 420, 480 for the Max. So yeah, pick your poison, whichever one you like. And yeah, good luck. Good luck to you. Right, last couple of seconds then for the Polymaker link, and then we're going to find out exactly what's going on. I'm going to check my messages and see where we're at with Elegoo. Okay, the link was down earlier for the Elegoo competition, so we've got a few minutes here. So get your entries in right here, right now. Rock and roll, friends. And we're going to stop sharing that. And I'll move my head up the way so you can see that. And it'll probably freeze in 2 seconds. No, it seems to be okay. You can see it's lifted here, just down here. I don't know how that's going to come out. Damn, should have put some brim on that. Never mind. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat. Nightcore's here. Man of the moment. Clipper for the win. Houdini C. Hello, Nightcore. Hope you're well, mate. Chris and Chris show rings a bell. Will I see you at? No, you won't. Yeah, but Joy Builders UK, that's coming up. That's in August. Zach is going to drive me. That's already been established. As long as he likes me just wearing a mankini. Anyway, we'll see how that works out. Let's get in and get back to. My mind has just gone blank now. Okay, let me just do a refresh on the form. There are a lot more responses now all of a sudden. Look at that. Let's do a big copy. Ding, 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 ding. All the way down. And copy. And paste. Bear with me. So if you want to see this print when it's finished, it'll be on my Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe because I definitely need the views, as Pesliz will testify to. We are going on to page 2 now, just to pull up some more names. There we go. There's a few more coming in. Quick as you like, friends. Quick as you like. There's a lot of emails here. Good God. Right, I'm just going to do another copy because there's a few more coming in. So we've got 4 more spools of filament to give away, and then I'll check the message and see where we're up to with Elegoo. The bottom line might be that actually we don't end up doing the giveaway tonight, but make sure you keep your entries coming in. And we've got 164 of... Let's get onto the wheel. Come on, let's not mess around. Here we go. So as I said before, the way this works is really, really simple. Wheel of names. Share the button here. I've just inputted everybody's name into this. We're going to shuffle. As I say, lots of really, really good stuff coming up. And I can't even tell you how awesome some of this stuff's going to be. We'll come back to that in just a sec. I'm out into China very, very soon. And we're going to be giving away all kinds of crazy stuff. And there are new printers coming out from Creality. There is just a whole mad brain melt of things that's going to go on. Now, if the K1C with the red body turns up this week, I've got a notification that it's been shipped. So if it turns up before Friday, I'll do an unboxing on Friday, in which case we'll give away another printer, but I fly on Saturday. So if you're up for another live stream, I might be able to do something on Friday. The Jerry stream, of course, is on Saturday. I'm probably not going to be there for that, or if I am, I'm going to be at the airport because my flight is at I think 9 p.m. On Saturday. So and then the next thing you'll hear from me will be, basically, I'll be at Creality. I'm going to be streaming on my channel. I'm going to be streaming on their channel. And there's going to be a ton of little short updates and stuff like that. I'll show you the food. I'll show you, all the crazy stuff that goes on at Creality. And if there's anything secret that I can slip in there, of course I will. Is the cart going to be dangerous? So this is the go-kart. Yeah. It's really dangerous. I can't even tell you how crazy and ridiculous that would be. We want it to go fast. The stipulation is I need it to go 60 miles an hour. It needs to be 3D printed, and it's printed in, sorry about that, it's printed in PETG and TPU at the minute because we've got the wheels and stuff sorted out. So yeah, let's get on to the competition. We've got 4 more spools to give away of Polymaker filament, and then we'll see what's going on with safety helmets, maybe a 3D printed safety helmet. Right, here we go. We have got, hang on, let me just check the numbers again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we've got 4 more to go. So let's do that now. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Polymaker filament for the win. We've got the Polymaker wheel here tonight. Who is it going to be? 3D printed Doctor is there. Oh, it's close. Oh, is it going to be Dan's? Oh, 3D printing Doctor. Look at that. I almost saw that coming, right? Did you see that? 3 more to go, friends. I'm going to keep you in. Here we go. Well, Nonstick, keep locked in, dude. Seriously, if there's any craziness to be had, I will definitely be involved with it. I am so excited, I can't even tell you. Is it going to be Soph? Hey, Soph L. Well done. It's been a good day. What a way to finish off your Sunday evening. That's amazing. Okay, we've got 2 more left. Elf John C is there. I can see you. Three-legged bunny's back. Matt B, Cos Bricks, Greg R, but our winner. Oh, Heath, it was so close. Jew Flunky. Congratulations. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One more to go. Now, is it going to be Matt German? Let's do a couple of shuffles, shall we? We can sort, we can shuffle, we can shuffle, we can shuffle. Last one, Rover made me. Who's Rover? Oh, John. Okay, Joanna W. Got it. Tyler Lee, Sam's #1 fan, is there. Who's this going to be? Is it going to be Rover? Is it Pop 3D? It's really difficult to see some of the names here. There's so many on this at the minute. Pop 3D, everybody. Pop 3D is our 14th winner of the evening. Again, guys, the way that this works is at the end of the stream, I sit here. In fact, I strip off just to my underpants and I sit here wondering the meaning of my life and what's going on. And then I email you a link, and all you need to do is fill in that link, and Polymaker will get back to you. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be for a few days, but it will be soon. And unfortunately, I have no control over how quickly people get back in touch with you. I just don't have, there's no mind melding. Anyway, so that was the Polymaker thing. And I love those guys, and I use their filament all the time. It's insane. And if you want to buy some Polymaker filament because you love it, that's the link. That's my affiliate link. Scan it. We've had over 200 scans tonight. Thank you. Thank you for scanning it. I've just seen someone scan it. If you want to see the fun and frolics that I normally get up to, you can tune into my Discord channel. If you click that now, that's the Discord channel. Leave it up there for a couple of minutes, and then I will then put back onto the Elegoo competition as we sort of talk for the last couple of seconds. We are running over by 2 minutes. I do apologise for that. I know it's late at night. Everyone's got to get work tomorrow morning. Certainly, if you're in the UK. Now, the way the Elegoo thing is going to work, and there's a lady here called Alina. Here are the messages. In fact, we've been talking about Orange Storm Giggas. That's what we've been talking about the last couple of days. In fact, even here is when we were talking about software for this. We've been, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk there. So the way this is going to work, apparently, they're going to do the draw, and then I've got to tell you, the good people. So it sounds like I'm going to have to do either another stream or I'm going to have to do something on Twitter. So the way that they've put this together is, I believe that it's supposed to be 10:30 for Sam and the rest of the UK. Exactly. 6:30. Hey, so you guys have got good things going on. So the winner of the Neptune 4 Pro will be announced tomorrow. Now, it was curious because I thought they were going to come on and tell me who was the winner, and they've not done that. So no one in Europe or the UK has got the Gigga yet. They've only done it to North America. That's the first batch that went out to North America. So that's where we're at. So guys, thank you. Twitter is terrible. Okay, we can go on the Discord. I'll tell you exactly where everything's going to happen there as well. So once again, thank you to PCBWay. Thank you to Polymaker. Thank you to you, the lovely people. And obviously thank you to Elegoo as well. So the way this is going to work is that tomorrow I will find out who the winner is. Then I think what I'll do is I might just email everybody that's put into the competition. In fact, I can't even do that because Elegoo have all the information. So we're going to have to work it out. One way or another, we're going to have to work it out. There was another quick noise there from this, but this is still printing nicely. It's still on the bed. Things are still happening. We'll see how things work out. There's my head. That was awkward. Thank you very much for joining us. Again, Friday, we may be back into the zone again with the K1C in red. If I can make that happen, of course I will. If not, I might have to do an improv video. It might be a short, it might be a long form. Either way, make sure you hit the notification bell and get notified of when that is happening. Thank you so much. I'm going to email all the 14 winners now of Polymaker Filament tonight. I hope this has opened your eyes a little bit to the Neptune 4 Max. I've certainly enjoyed it. I'm going to carry on printing with this. And once this stuff is all finished and printed out and looking lovely, I will be I hate this thing. This is so annoying. Every time I put a thumbs up, then all of a sudden I'm delighted with the day. Delighted. Anyway, hopefully we'll find out who the winner is tomorrow, and I'll post that up on social medias, and hopefully if it is you, congratulations. Does it say it's open until early Tuesday morning? That's really, really interesting, because they knew when it started, they knew when it finished. So in that case, then you've got another couple of days to get involved with that. But as soon as it is there, we're rock and roll with that. Thank you to you guys for watching. Thank you to Steve there. I will have fun in China. Love to you all. Hug each other, give each other a high five. That's normally what Joel says, right? And if you can't do that, then just try and be a little bit more awesome. Happy Palm Sunday. Thank you, Oscar. We'll see you guys next time. Keep safe. And I might as well just play that video again, right? Here we go.
You are watching a master at work.